backhoe running around behind you with a
Make an announcement on there. If anybody has a big interval and they need a ballistic blanket, better come get out of the dumpster now.
I paid a lot of money for that.
I know, man. No, it's heavy. Like, it's a real deal. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think fucking went out and strapped it to Steve's chest and take a shot at him.
Hey,
Oh, hey. What are you doing?
we're live feeding.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
What are we live feeding?
I don't know. Whatever's going on. We're live, like for real.
I'm going to get pumped up then.
Yeah. Having you a monster?
Have me a monster.
Pipeline punch.
Juice.
We're gonna go look at your new trailer, or
Yeah, I got it right.
okay, okay.
It's a ballistic
Well, we're
blanket.
live whenever
So it shows
you're
right
done.
in front of the old Novas.
Yep.
Pretty much.
So we got a little over.
I just got back. What do you mean, well?
I don't know. I thought
We got
I
almost-
almost heard a welt out of you.
5,000 people watching here.
Oh, wow.
That's a good start.
We took this thing out testing this weekend.
did.
Finally, the weather broke.
We did. And
How'd
it
it
was,
do?
how did it feel?
Or how'd it go? How'd it feel?
It didn't go straight.
It went fast in whatever direction it went, though.
It did go fast. I mean, the car hasn't really done anything except go fast. But straight is, that's really relative. So,
I'm still gonna say.
there was no
not
curb.
left- Not left is a huge progress.
Yeah, hey, it didn't go left. So for all the trouble that we've had to get this thing to go straight, we have made changes and made changes and made changes, telling this fucking car, go right, go right, go right, go right, and it always went left. So over the wintertime, we made some changes and we did some stuff. It turns out the wheelie bars was hitting the chassis. We fixed a lot of that, all of that, I guess, because now the car's going pretty hard right. So I don't care. We only made 2 passes, and it was enough to know that the shit that we're doing to tell this thing to go right is working. So now we're going to tell it to go straight. So make a bar change, take some of the right out of it, and it should go straight. I mean, it was fast. There's no
Yep,
doubt
it
about
was
it. It was fast. We really didn't even have it turned up. It probably shouldn't have went as fast as what it did, but I'm not real sure how much we can slow this car down. We weren't real sure about the road. The starting line was pretty good, but 60 feet out, it was pretty bare, and it still went good. So get it to go straight, and it's going to be a killer. It's going to be everything that we built it to be.
Anybody want some office panel walls? Like the blue actual office panel walls?
There's a big pile of garbage out there that probably won't work.
We're working on that too.
Okay.
Stems from my our nemesis here.
A lot of people miss you on the list. Like, can we
Can we what?
address this? Like, you're not off the list.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, you're off the list with the old car. You didn't
Yes.
quit the fucking show.
No, I didn't quit the show. We some shit had happened, and we missed a couple of episodes this season, and so since we
But the
missed
new
a
car
couple
will
of
be
episodes,
the new car will be on the show.
yes. I did try back out for the list with the new car. I mean, once you miss a couple of episodes, then you do nothing but go down. So with the new rules, whether you're there or not, if the car's not there, you can lose up to 2 spots. And we did that 2 or 3 times. So once you take my old car and you put me down to like 7 or 8 on the list, pull that bitch off, and get this one on it. And this is what we've worked for anyways. So this is the car we want to be racing. This is the car that is going to, shake things up for us. So this is the car that we want to be in anyway. So once I come back and I'm 7 or 8 on the list, no sense in trying to make another run for it. Might as well pull it off at that point and focus on this one, which is what we did. So this one, I don't know. They don't ever tell us what happens or what episode's coming. We don't know. We know as much as you guys know. And as far as I know, yes, this car will be on this season.
Small block power, not a 481X. As cool as they are, it's not what we got.
No. No, this is a little small block.
Yeah, it's a little small block. Small block.
It is a small block. I don't know about the little part, but it's a small block. But as you can see, Monkey moved the fuel tank and shit to the front. So now the fuel cell's in the front. We changed a few things up so that we could get some percentages a little bit better, which is pretty much opposite of what we normally do. Normally we try to move everything to the back, but on this one we built to go down a lot of shitty fucking roads, and it's been a while since we've been on any shitty roads. So this one should work well everywhere. Track, street, good street, shitty street. It should work well everywhere.
What's the what? Well, that's the chemical molecular structure of nitrous oxide. It's not a fucking science class. It's NOS, man. You know? No, this isn't Keith Berry's old setup.
It's a lot like it, but it's not.
Is the fuel tank safe to have up there?
Yes, it is.
There you go. Will it work on dirt? Yes.
Most pro cars are up front.
Is your dad gonna race too?
I mean, he's building a car. It's not going to be the caliber of our cars, no. But he will race it.
Where's the Murder Nova? You gotta be kidding me, man. Is the Crow Mod ever gonna race again anywhere? No idea. Y'all hated that car when we were racing it.
Yeah.
Now it sits on jack stands, and that's the only question I ever see.
It's a parts car.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm not mean, Dave. I just like to make fun of
Dave
people.
who?
Daddy Dave. He said something about you being behind him earlier. I was gonna make it dirty, but
Behind you.
yeah.
Ask him if he wants me to start it up. See how it idles.
Damn, Dave.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
I can't believe he went there on you, Dave.
Yeah, yeah. Get the laptop out and start banging on it.
No, JJ ain't never took Shawn's shoes. He likes flip flops. Huh?
I never lost anybody from Memphis, sir.
You need to switch? You need to turn anything on?
I'm about to start a Craigslist ad.
Yeah?
Start selling some shit for y'all.
What y'all doing up there?
Trying to make some fucking room. I gotta make some room. Now that we got new doors for the Crow, I gotta find new spaces for the old ones.
What happened to the hood? Why is that hood falling?
Is it? It's not falling.
Yeah, no, it's
touching.
laying
it's
on
off.
that door.
It's off the screw.
My bad. Let me. Man, this
Dave says that's a dick move.
Don't scratch that hood up, man. That's a dick move?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It kind of was. Ask him if it's too soon.
Is it
Too soon?
Too soon?
I'm confused by why that hood's so heavy. Usually,
This guy says Daddy Dave needs to go back to nitrous and start winning races.
Will.
That's a dick move.
So, that should be truck still?
Yeah, we can.
There's old Bodie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make some room.
Everyone keeps saying podcast. You're basically watching the podcast at this point in time.
Welcome to the podcast.
We will podcast again. Just right now we can. So it'll come back.
You good, Monkey?
I'm kind of back in fuel filter
Oh, yeah?
but just like the one that you're around the shop truck.
Are you guys going to be racing these cars or just showing them off? No, we plan on going to car shows and shit this year instead of racing.
Yeah, they can catch us at any local car show.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, this is nice. Yes. Where'd this come from?
Where do you want to put it? Back of your truck?
It's right there. Perfect. Got headers for days, electric days.
You good?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Look. There he is.
Who is that?
Where?
Where have you been?
Rehab.
Rehab. How was it? How was rehab, man? Was it good? Look at him. What? Tell me you haven't been in rehab. Are you a fucking quitter?
What do I need to go to rehab for?
I don't know. Let's ask some people.
So, someone said.
You
that
been in
I-
rehab?
No. No, what the dude? I get frustrated just thinking that's the rumor. Like, who would start a rumor that I went to rehab?
It's hard to say where it originated from.
Yeah, because it's everywhere.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I don't Facebook, but I hear that it's everywhere.
You know, I can't afford to go to rehab. You know,
That shit's
looks-
expensive.
it
You
looks
gotta
like-
stay home and sweat that shit out.
I don't have any reason. I mean, you know, they say denial is a big deal, right?
You ain't got no problem,
No,
right?
I ain't got a problem.
No.
What do I got a problem with? If there's a rehab for street racing, I may need to go to that. But I don't have any reason to go to rehab. I haven't been to rehab. I haven't disappeared. I haven't fell off the earth. I've been here.
You're not getting any skinnier.
Almost
I mean, look at
every
your
day.
arms and shit.
I'm on, you know.
So, I mean,
I'm
I've
healthy.
seen people in rehab
I'm
before.
healthy.
I've seen
Usually,
people that need to go to rehab.
Yeah.
And,
People-
and they
there's
don't
no-
have your mask.
People ain't 6'3" or
No.
6'2". I'm sorry,
No.
I did get in that crash.
Yeah, you did. We used to be the same height,
Got
and
back.
then he got into a crash.
Shortened my back. That and all the deadlifts. No, you can't be 6'3", 295 and need to go to rehab. That's two people in rehab.
Yeah.
But what I have been doing is getting ready for the next season
The next season of what?
of Street Outlaws. We have
Look at those beautiful doors.
we have confirmed that we're not going anywhere yet. We still have a little time.
Not yet.
I haven't taken
Hey,
that.
there's still a chance. We don't
haven't
know.
canceled our show yet, so we had a few things in the car that we felt like were keeping us, working too hard. One was the doors.
They wasn't keeping us from winning. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
So the doors were a little bashed up. They needed some help. So Monkey is fabricating on some new carbon fiber doors. So we should lose a little weight there.
Who made those doors, though?
VFN.
There you go.
They
Armando.
make all of
Look
it.
how good they fit.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about them is they fit really nice. Other than that, the car's the same. No
It doesn't have Shawn's rear end anymore. God damn it doesn't have Shawn's rear end
Did Shawn
anymore.
get his rear end back?
I did have to give Shawn his rear end back.
Yeah, even though he said he was going to keep it.
That's my rear end, my shocks, same stuff that I've had before. It's just we kept tearing up the wheel bearings because didn't have a floater, guys. Okay.
So we both went floating
Didn't have a
this
floater.
year.
So it had the wheel bearings on the outside of the axle, and as fast as we're trying to go, and as hard as I am on this car, we kept tearing up the wheel bearings. So Mark
So
Williams,
Mark Williams and Lamb
yeah, Mark
got
Williams,
us the best shit we could afford.
Mark Williams has the. You break it? Mark Williams has the parts, the axles and all that to change my rear end to a floater, and then Lamb built everything for the outside where the wheel bolts on, the hubs, the floaters, all that stuff, the brakes. It's unbelievable stuff. It's the same stuff I have in the Chrome mod that I had to do when I went NHRA. So we got all that stuff, converted it over to a floater. So we shouldn't have. We're not doing big upgrades like everybody thinks we are.
Just shit to make our lives easier.
We just went over the year and we said, okay, this sucked, this kept us out of a race, this kept us from winning, this kept us busy, this was too much, and we're fixing those things. So we went floater.
And also, a few things that a lot of people don't know is that whenever he did take the rear end out of my car, my rear end is actually a little bit wider than his. My rear end's a little bit wider than his. And so while Monkey was putting it in, he did have to, make some shit work for my rear end to fit in his car. So luckily, the good thing about these modular rear ends is you can make them any width you want. So we both went floater, and now the rear ends are identical.
So now, if we have
his is a little bit wider, mine's the same. Or did he shorten mine?
We probably shouldn't get too technical.
Well, because I had to put
But
different
both
offset
rear
wheels
end
on
will
my car.
interchange in each car now.
So now,
whatever
if
had
we
to
have
do.
that problem
We made
again,
it to where-
either rear end will fit in either car now.
It bolts right in. So
Because before, his rear end wouldn't have fit in my car because the tires would have hit.
yeah, but it's not like you're gonna need my rear end because I'm not going out before you anyway. Normally.
It depends.
Moving on.
Is it cash days or?
Yeah, I mean, if it's cash
Hey,
days.
if it's cash days, I might as well not even show up. Same punk ass motor.
No 481X.
No, I don't want to be in that club.
Same motor that has actually
What's
got
that club called?
the I Should Be Faster Club.
That's what Shawn.
Oh.
I don't want to be in
That's-
that club.
Hey, man, I love Proline, but I feel like that is that's the 481X.
Mantra.
It is. Like they want to brag because they've done a 430 with a 481X. And I'm like, sir, you should be running 370s with that 481X. So
I still got the same 482X I've always had. Same motor.
same problems.
Same heads. Same issues. Same horsepower. Same.
We were down in Dallas about a month ago for that small tire cash days, and I went by Summit. And I thought about picking him up a new set of heads while I was there. They had them on the
We
shelf
looked at
and
'em.
everything. They had them on the shelf and everything right there. There's like $600 for a Bearcat.
It was cheaper for his heads than it was the slicks we bought.
Yeah, it was. It was. Slicks. We picked up two slicks and 2 sets of tubes, and I could have got out of there with heads for his car.
And probably some upgraded valve springs.
Yep.
Okay, guys.
Yep.
I get it. I got a junk motor. Okay, whatever. I don't know how long this motor is going to last us this season. I don't know. The heads have been on the car since we first put it on the show. Yeah, I hit some things.
Wow.
I've hit some stuff. What? I'm hard on it, man.
Beauty
It's the
marks.
same combination that we've always had on the show. Since we brought the car out the very first time on the second season, it's exactly the same combination. Everybody thinks that we're hiding. Everybody thinks that the reason why they haven't seen us and the reason why we haven't posted anything, the reason why we haven't been doing anything is because we're doing these giant upgrades or because
You're in rehab.
because she's in rehab. No, no, I'm not in rehab. I promise. So we're here. I've been hanging out with my kids a lot, and been taking this little time off. I've been using it wisely and getting that fire built up to start racing again. So,
Which is blazing out of control at this point.
everybody
It's
wants
time.
to know why I don't go to all the no prep stuff, and it's the same as always. I'm gonna go to the races that I feel like are big and mean something and that are badass and that I want to be a part of. That my car fits the rules and I have a chance at winning. That's where I want to go, and I want to race the biggest and the baddest. And no prep's never really been my thing. I've never really claimed to be a no prep guy. If the situation is right, I'm not doing anything. The money's there, everything's good, the rules are there. If it means something, then I'll go to a no prep and I'll have fun. In all honesty, I've only entered about 4 or 5 no preps in my whole
You've
life.
won 3 or 4 of them.
And I've won 2 or 3 of them, and I went to the final in a couple. So, I'm not saying that I can't no prep. It's just that I'm I'm not real big on it. So it's not personal with anybody. It doesn't have anything to do with what's going on. I don't care about all the drama they got. I don't care about what they're all fighting about and posting about. Like, none of that shit affects me whatsoever because I street race and we're doing other things. But we start street racing again here in a month for the TV show, and that list is tough. And without doing
From top to
major-
bottom now.
Yeah, without doing major upgrades on the car, it's going to be tough to stay competitive on that list.
I heard the number 10 guys were real fast.
Oh yeah.
Who's ever took that, dog? I just watched it. What was it?
Like currently in real life?
Yeah, because we can't talk about anything else.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, the list is so fast. Really, I should be doing major upgrades, but I don't have the time to get it done and tested and ready before we start racing again. So I'm gonna stick with what I know, and that's this junky old Pontiac, and you know, with the same crew and the same people and same car and same parts and same truck and everything, same shop, same tools.
But not the same trailer.
This is true.
We did get some new
But not
toys.
the
We did
same
get some new
trailer.
toys this winter.
We did, and we've still
From
got
Flying
a
A
lot of work to do to
Motorsports.
swap everything over.
Yeah.
Let's go check them out.
I am dreading it.
Come on, look at my new. This is the nicest thing I've ever had. So,
It probably is.
Yeah.
This is my old trailer.
Which was nice.
Which is nice.
Sorry, there's a
lot of brass on the
bullet
ground
shows
out here.
Everywhere out here. I bought this trailer with the money that I won from the very first no prep race from Armageddon. Bought this trailer brand new, and it's been good, but it's been all over the country. It's won a lot of races. It's lost a lot of races. It's seen some crazy ass street races and some crazy track races, and it's had all three cars. You know, I've won with the original car that I crashed. I've won with the Pro Mod. I've won with the new car. Like, this trailer it's gotten me there for sure, and I owe it a lot, but it don't owe me shit. But now,
The new hotness.
this is the new guy. This bad boy here is all aluminum, Intech, with a 44 foot.
44 foot.
44 foot trailer. It's got an awning. It's got semi-truck tires. It's got sliding glass doors. Like, look,
To keep the cool in.
like anybody ever remember?
Oh yeah, that was nice.
Ace Ventura.
Ventura?
Double pane, soundproof doors.
Yeah, that's what I got. So now,
Hey, you won't even hear anybody hollering at you through that.
when we blast the radio, it's on two different zones. So the radio out here will be loud, so the pit is bumping, and we're a party. But then when I go in here, do my tuning and get ready, it's quiet. I can think. I can go in here and do my thing. I can shut this door. I can still see what's going on, but I can't hear it. That's what I wanted. This right here is priceless to me. Come on in. It's like an episode of MTV Cribs with Big Chief. I'm gonna live in this motherfucker.
It's not really priceless. It has a price.
No, it definitely had a price.
It still smells brand new.
Because it is brand new. It's custom built. So,
Yes, me and Monkey worked with Alan at Flying A Motorsports for several months to get these things.
Several months.
Yeah. So yeah, to kind of go over that a little bit. So we were in St. Louis 2 years ago, last year with the Pro Mod, and we were getting ready for the Pro Mod stuff, and we entered in the Pro Boost or whatever, and we actually qualified.
You actually won a round.
We went a round or two, yeah. We and there was a gentleman there, my shop guy, Chris Bell from Kinetic Motorsports or Kinetic Engineering. He had been telling his buddy Alan about this kid who street races and doesn't have anything and doing it all on his own and blah blah blah. So he came by the pit to talk to me about what it would take to get me to buy a new trailer. And Alan is one of the best dudes I've ever met. At the time, I didn't know who he was. So, of course, we're testing in St. Louis with all the NHRA guys. and we're parked down at the end, you know, because
That's where they stuck us.
it's really where we belong,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
It's just me and Justin McDaniel. We didn't have any crew. We didn't have any people at this time. We were fighting off spectators on our own. They were stealing all our tools. Like, we didn't have a golf cart. He was pulling me around on a bicycle. You know, it was a really rough time for Big Chief and the Crow Mod. And Alan, he calls me and says, "Hey, you're gonna be at the track. I'm gonna swing up there and talk to you for a little bit at some point." I said, "Yeah, I'll be here." Well, you know how that goes. I don't really pay much attention after that. I hung up the phone and
But you were there.
I was there. So this guy walks up and he's just kind of standing there and he's staring at us.
We don't talk a lot. He's kind of quiet guy.
He shouldn't have to. He's Alan. You should know who this guy is.
No, I know. But dumbasses like us don't.
But I didn't know who he was. So we had the pit semi-roped off with, you know, duct tape and anything else we could find. And he's standing there and got his arms crossed and he's looking at us. And I look over and he kind of gives me the wave and I kind of give him the, you know what I mean? What I call the nod, you know? It's more of a... And so,
Can't you see I'm busy?
yeah, and 3-6 Mafia is blasting on the radio as loud as it can, you know. Stop on my knob. Like, fall on my job. Check in with me and do your job. Well, me and McDougal were getting after it. Finally, McDougal looks over and says, "What do you want, man?" And he's, you can't hear what he's saying. I'm like, what the fuck? I turn the radio down, I go shake his hand. He said, "I'm Alan with Flying A." And I was like, oh.
Just can't get it right.
Jesus, my bad. So I turned the radio off, talked to him for a little while, and he's interested, he's excited in what we're doing because here we are, it's just me and McDougal. We got this beat up Crow Mod with a Pontiac motor in it, and we're qualified in Pro Boost, and we're doing well. With nothing, basically, less than nothing. And he said, "Man, we need to build you a custom trailer." You know, he said, "If I can get the price where you want it and I can work with you on it, would you be interested in it?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "What's the number one thing that you would want in a trailer? Like, if we were to build you one custom built, however you like it, what's the number one thing?" And I said, "Well, the number one thing, I need a bathroom.
Damn bathroom.
I need my own bathroom. Because I spend so much time trying to sneak to the porta potties.
Or piss in a bottle without people looking.
Right. Or like in Bristol, I'm pissing next to my truck. I damn near got a decent exposure ticket because there's cops everywhere. And there's fans everywhere. So you're standing there in front of all these 20,000 fans and you're taking a piss next to your truck. It's just not, you know, not to mention it's not healthy.
But that's better than going to the bathroom and shaking everybody's hands while you're trying to piss.
Well, and you end up pissing off, I'll piss off 1,000 people every time I go to the bathroom. Because every step you take, there's a fan. You got to say, I'm just trying to get to the bathroom. Hang on, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. And then you go to the bathroom, and then they're in the bathroom with you, and they're trying to pat you on the back while you're taking a piss, and then they want to shake your hand while you still got, you know, while you're still working on it. You know, sometimes I got to let it get out and sniff around a bit. You know what I mean? I can't just go to the bathroom. You know, if there's people everywhere, it's, you know, sometimes I get stage fright. So I said, if I had to do anything, I'd want a bathroom. And he was like, "We can do that." He said, "We can build you a custom trailer with a bathroom and a sink. You can wash your hands. You can go to the bathroom." And I was like, oh, that would just make life so much better. Because it literally takes an hour to go to the bathroom at any racetrack you go to because there's so many fans and so many people. And I love it, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, they get so mad and they say, "Well, we drove so far and he went to the bathroom and didn't even say hi." You know what I mean? Or I got to sneak around. Or you got to take a cop or a security guard with you and then they got to be jerks to everybody and you feel like shit. So this way, I can come in here, I can go to the bathroom. Plus, the radio is always so loud. When I'm in here, the radio's so loud. You know, you get Chris Bell and guys coming in here trying to help me with my car and help me with my tune-up and looking at videos. You can't hear nothing because the radio's so loud. Whoa. This one, the radio's going to be loud out there. When you shut that, it's on zone. So the radio will be off in here or down. It's got tool
Never
cabinets.
off. Never off.
Never off.
Just
it'll be down. It's got tool cabinets everywhere. It's got its own generator. It's got a radio, a nice radio. It's got charging stations. Like, look at this. It's got USB charging stations everywhere.
And not only does it have them there, we work
It's
with
got
some
them over
other
here, too.
custom
Yeah,
stuff.
this is the custom deal that me and Monkey came up with here. we wanted a tuning station. Basically a place where you can sit and tune and watch videos of your past without being bugged and bothered and without everybody on your ass, because it takes so long, because every time you get going, somebody stops you, you gotta go talk to them, and then you come back and you get going again. Right here, I can sit here, and I'm gonna have monitors in here and monitors in here, and you can just sit here and tune. And you can watch, you'll be able to watch the past, you'll be able to watch the live feed, you'll be able to listen to whatever's on the track radio station or at the street or whatever. And you'll be able to tune and charge everything. It's got charging plugs everywhere, it's got plug-ins everywhere, and you can just sit here with your laptop and just make sure you have the tune-up that it takes to win the race. So, a lot of custom stuff, and man, whenever we told him what we wanted, I felt like he was gonna say, yeah, no, you're gonna get a trailer like everybody else gets, that's it. No. They built this trailer custom spec to everything that I wanted. It's all aluminum. It's got the L-track straps everywhere. It's got storage everywhere. It's got cabinets everywhere.
This is what I like though. That.
Instead of having to run
I
into door
can't
corners.
fucking stand beating my head on doors that open this way.
In my other trailer, we had to leave the doors open because that's where the amps were for all the stereo, and the amps would overheat. So you'd walk in, and the door would be standing right here, and it boom, would get you right
It
in
always
the middle of
swing.
the forehead.
Always swinging at you.
Yep. So this is the most amazing thing I've ever had, and it's all 12 volt. So you don't even have to run the generator to listen to the radio, to turn the lights on, to turn the air conditioning on, all that. You go to the bathroom,
You
wash your
sleep
hands.
up here.
Yeah. You know, the girl can put makeup on in the bathroom. Like, it's got a toilet paper roll. I mean, it's legit. And then, this is where the magic happens, right? That's what they say in the MTV Cribs. That's where the magic happens. Step right up there. That's the bedroom.
Spacious.
It's got a bedroom. Now I just gotta get that Tempur-Pedic.
We need to holler at our boys at
First
Casper and
broke back.
get us a mattress.
I got that broke back. I need that sleep number. You know what I mean? My sleep number is 69. I need it. So this is by far this is the biggest upgrade that we've made from last season. Like this is going to change the way that I street race, the way that I track race. Like that's the first enclosed I ever had, is that one there. And it changed the way I raced. I was able to bring spare parts, didn't have to worry about the rain. Like it was legit. But this one is going to change all over. It's going to change the way that I race. And it's going to change the way that my program is ran. Everything's going to be easier, more accessible, more room for stuff.
So many activities.
So many activities in here.
Especially in there.
It's got 2 heater and air conditioners. It's got hot water. I can wash my hands.
No more sanitizer.
And so, every time I go out there and stand out there and talk to all the fans and shake all their hands, I always feel so terrible because I'm just nasty. Like I'm filthy. Like my hands are covered in shit, and I'm just gross and I'm sweating from head to toe. And now I can wash my hands and go out there and, I'm a germaphobe anyway. So I'm going to be washing my hands 30, 40 times a day.
I don't ever feel bad.
We're gonna have to have a water truck on call so
Yep.
you keep this thing
I
full.
don't never feel bad about being dirty.
The cool thing is all I gotta
Shake
do-
everybody's hands. Just dirty.
Yeah, well, Shawn don't take showers when he can.
Nope.
I mean,
Not unless I have
That's
to.
a waste of time to Shawn. So plus
I
I
can do
can,
other shit.
look, I can lock this, okay? See, so all you people that race, you know what I'm talking about. Everywhere you go, you got those one guys on somebody else's crew that thinks that they're welcome and thinks that
They're special.
thinks they're special, thinks they think they can walk right past the barricades and just walk up in your trailer and pat you on the back and,
The broke back.
just hang out. You know what I mean? They're the guys that come in and go, "Oh, what's going pretty good pass, buddy? Pretty good pass."
Like this on your back.
Yeah, you pretty good pass, man. You got it figured out? You got it figured out?
I saw you having problems, man.
Yeah.
If you need anything,
Did you see
Anything?
us? Did you see us? We just went 300. Did you see it? You didn't see it? Here, you didn't see it? Hang on, stop what you're doing. You didn't see it? Let me show you this video. Yeah, we went 300,
Then
bro.
you usually gotta turn the radio down
Oh, my
and
bad.
shit.
It's an Android. I'll email it to you.
then normally you gotta turn the radio down.
Yeah, because you can't hear you talk. You can't hear them talk. Well, now I can lock it. Hey, locked. And I'll be sitting over here, And they're gonna walk up and grab that dongle.
Then you don't even have to acknowledge them from over there.
No, I'm not even in here. They're gonna walk up and do this.
Watch this.
Excuse me there. Chief, did you see us? Did you see us go 300?
Let's go 300. Oh, what the fuck? I locked
It
that.
don't lock. It's my trailer. It don't lock me out, baby.
That's fucked up.
It locks everybody else out. So,
Did you see us go 300?
did you see us go 300 just now?
I'm gonna go, nah, I missed that shit.
So this is it, man. This is the major upgrade that we've made. This is the only change. Now I got a gooseneck. I have no idea what I'm doing with it. I can't trailer in case you guys have ever.
I
heard.
mean,
I can trailer, and I already broke the back glass out of my dually.
yeah, Shawn got the exact replica.
Yeah, I'm not real sure how custom this is because mine looks just like it.
You ever have one of those buddies that doesn't have
Who doesn't have to do anything? He just kind of gets secondhand shit. It's not
Every
even
one
really.
of those buddies that-
In this deal, it's not even really secondhand because
Never
mine's
does.
custom too.
Never
Mine
does
looks
anything.
just like this
I got
motherfucker.
a buddy that just never does anything. He just sits around and waits.
Yeah.
And when you get it figured out, he goes, "Yo, give me one too." I'll take one.
I actually got mine before he got his, so there's that.
Yeah, ain't that some shit? Custom built 2 of them to my specs, and he got his before I got mine.
Monkey kept coming to me going, "Hey, this is what we're gonna do in Chief's trailer," and I was like, "Yeah, that's gonna work out nice.
I want that too.
That's
give me
gonna
2.
work out nice."
Utah.
Yeah, Utah, give me 2. Yep.
So,
The only thing, man, is that it copied it so much that it's black too.
yeah, Sean's trailer is black.
God damn it!
Yeah,
Man.
he wanted a white one,
I gotta have a white trailer. I can't have no black trailer. Pull it with a white fucking dually.
but
I mean, I can have it.
so the deal that we've made is obviously go level with y'all. We're all friends here.
Yeah, every one of them. I'm friends with everybody.
I promise you, not all these guys are your friends.
I really don't. Well, 'cause what's a friend really? You know what I mean? Like, I really don't have the money to pay the monthly on this deal. So
No, you don't.
So it's on it's on layaway basically.
Yep.
This trailer is
I can
for
put something
sale.
on it.
Yeah, I'm putting something on it every time. Every time I get a little bit, I put something on. This trailer is on layaway, so it's actually for sale. It's on Racing Junk. Both of our trailers are for sale. We're hoping that we've done such a good job customizing this trailer for what a racer needs.
Somebody else will want it.
We're hoping that someone else will want this. If we do this deal right and we sell 2 or 3 of these, then we can afford to have our very own.
One that we can call ours.
Right. So until then, we're making the monthly on something, hoping that
That somebody could come and buy and then literally make us get all of our shit out of it and then
Yes.
they can drive off with it.
So there you go. Everyone that keeps asking how much it costs, it's on Racing Junk for sale. You can buy this very trailer that we're standing in right now.
Or mine, which
You will probably
close your
buy
eyes for a minute
Shawn's
and then
first.
open them back up and we're in mine.
Yep.
yeah, Shawn has the same trailer. So both of them are for sale. If you go to Racing Junk,
There's a lot of cool custom things about these. We're saying custom. A lot of people think we're bullshitting. It really is custom. Like, it's wider to fit the bullhorn cars, or the cars with the bullhorns in.
this
so
is
we're
the
not taking
widest
bullhorn top.
trailer you can get. It's
Like it's wider than the
Look,
dually.
It's 103 wide or something, right? Most trailers aren't that wide. It's
No.
ridiculous. So it is extremely wide trailer. It has the spare tire up top. It has plug-ins where racers need them, especially like for street racing stuff. Sometimes you don't get the part next to your trailer. Sometimes you
In
get
the
the part
back.
behind. So we got plug-ins on both sides in the back and on the outside in the back. It's got lights coming off the back of the trailer so
Those are
that
so cool.
you can work on the car behind it.
And the
It's got-
door
it's got
and the
loading
ramps
lights, the
are
door- yeah.
fucking amazing.
You
Like,
know.
no matter how low I get my car, it went right in this trailer.
Without having to jack the back of the dually up. or
Not at
anything.
all. I didn't have to do anything to it.
And it's all aluminum. So it's,
Yeah, like
it's
Chief got
easy.
pulled over doing 110 pulling his.
Yeah, thanks, Missouri.
So,
Thanks to the
it's
homie
light.
in Missouri. He pulled me over. He said, "You just want to know how fast, how I made my truck so fast." Well,
Thanks to Corey at PPI and Easy Link, it'll
Yeah.
go as fast as we want it.
that Easy Link. All you gotta do is get your phone out and you make it faster. I just get my phone out and go boop boop boop. Okay, thanks, and boom. So It's ready to go. It's for sale. Hopefully I can sell a couple of these and then I can afford to keep one. But until then, I'm going to race out of this one and make the monthly payment on it, and hopefully somebody will be needing a brand new custom made trailer. So go on Racing Junk, Flying A Motorsports, Alan, he's got them for sale on there. And if you buy it, just be nice.
Yeah.
I mean, give me
At
a
least
day or
give
two.
us time to get our shit out
Give
of
me a
it.
day or two to get my stuff out, and I'll make sure and clean the shitter. You know what I mean? I'll be nice.
Yep, right at the starting line. Pull up there and dump the fucking shitter.
But this is the biggest upgrade we've made. You know, other than that, the cars are the same. Sean's car is exactly the same. We did send both trailers. We did send both trailers to Starting Line Motorsports, Cody Barkledge, and he did the because they were propane, and he did the pump gas conversion. So it's got a 40-gallon pump gas tank for the generator. So now they're pump gas. So
Yeah, an electric start right there. You just push that button.
they just push that
It's
button, the
amazing.
generator starts. Or so they tell me. I don't know. I mean,
No, yours has never been started.
how many hours on
No, it's no keys.
Not even a
It
point
has
one.
0 hours. Oh
It's
my
got
God.
0,
It
0,
doesn't,
0,
it doesn't even
0,
have a
0.
point one. It has
No.
all zeros.
No keys, push to start.
No, push to start. It's got a fan, electric fan in the bathroom, and electric vent.
Suck all that shit
You
out.
don't even have to stand up to get rid of the smell.
No,
You just hit the button, and it opens the vent.
it's a shitty job, you know.
That's a loud little guy.
It's opening the vent right now, sir.
Man, I'm gonna have to address Justin Pennington here pretty quick. Wasn't he the guy on Yellow Bullet that was like a child molester or some shit back in the
Who?
day?
Justin P.
Justin P.
No
Yeah,
shit.
on here talking shit, but
What's
didn't
he
he like a
talking shit
child
about?
molester or some
What's
shit?
he talking shit
He's a
about?
child molester? I
Wasn't
don't
he?
know.
Wasn't
That's
that the
a
story?
strong
That's
accusation.
that's
strong
strong to call
accusation.
him a
I'm
child
pretty-
molester.
I'm
but
pretty
I know
sure that was
a
the
lot
story.
of people talk shit
What
about
did he
him.
want?
Huh?
What does he want?
Oh, you know.
What was he saying?
talking
He wanted us to address the rehab shit that you've already addressed.
Address rehab?
Yeah.
What about it?
I like the band Rehab.
I mean, what about it though?
I have not been to rehab. I'm not going to rehab. I don't have any reason to go to rehab. I'll take a drug test right now. I have no reason to worry about rehab. I'll fail a drug test. There's
Yeah, I
no
mean,
doubt.
ring all the fucking bells.
But you know, I got prescriptions.
Yeah, but what? I mean, what's
That
the
broke
problem
back.
though? But what's the problem? What? I mean, why does Justin P say that he needs rehab?
Oh,
What's
I mean,
the problem, Justin?
Yeah. I don't know.
People don't understand. I mean, I see what they're.
This guy says yes, he was. So there.
Yes, I was what? In rehab?
No, Justin P.
I said he was a.
Yes.
He was a child molester. That guy verified it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna speak on the.
Damn,
dude.
that's
I'm not gonna
rough.
speak on the dude
That's
being a child
rough.
molester. Anybody that verifies you're a child molester publicly, that's tough.
It is.
That's
It is.
tough. I feel like Justin P has bigger things to worry about than me. But no, I don't know why anybody would even say that. Like, I don't have. I know a lot of people that are on drugs, and I know a lot of people that have drug problems, and it's unfortunate. And a lot of people in my family have drug problems, and I have to deal with it on a daily basis. And I can promise you, people that have drug problems that need help, they can't race. They
Well,
don't.
they don't function in
They don't
life.
have things. They can't get to work every day. They can't keep anything. They sell everything they got. They pawn everything they got. You know, they get rid of everything so that they can buy more. Like, that's not, you know. And I've had nervous tics my whole life. You know, like my shoulders shaking. And, you know, when I was a kid, I did this real bad. When I was a little kid,
I did that shit.
I did this real bad. Every time I get in public, I'd do this. Or I would tug at my pants, or I carried a blanket around, you know. Like, I had a lot of nervous tics, and I know that I don't owe anybody this explanation, but I've always shrugged my shoulder. I've always had weird little tics that I've done. I used to stutter really bad, you know.
Thank God.
And I
damn
had to
thing.
go to classes. Like, I speak well now, but in order to speak and in order to function, a lot of the other tics come back. So, you know, and I've been through a lot of addictions, and I've beaten them all other than drag racing. So, you know, there was a time where after the crash, I did get, you know, pretty heavy into some shit that I shouldn't have been, but it was just trying to make it through. I can promise you, I have no drug problems, no drug issues. I'm not addicted to anything I shouldn't be. You know, I can go and live my life like a normal person. I don't have to worry about nothing like that. So anybody who's saying those things, they have a problem with whatever's in the mirror and they can't deal with it, you know. But
Yeah, but now
If
that you're
I-
clearing this up, what are they going to talk about?
but if I went to rehab and I did have a drug problem, I would admit it. I have nothing to worry about. I'm not hiding anything from anyone, you know. I would be proud of the fact that I went to rehab. I'd be proud of the fact that I was trying to kick drugs, you know what I mean? But
If you went to rehab, you would win.
I would win at
You
rehab.
would win at rehab.
Yeah, I would be the best at
You'd
rehab.
be the best person at rehab.
No, I don't have any reason to go to rehab. I lift weights and I fucking race cars and I work on my shit and I come to the shop and I play music real loud and that's all I do. And I play with my kids a lot.
We hang out a lot too, though.
So we've been taking the Mini Crow out and racing it with the boys, and we've been taking the Cadillac out, and you know, we've been doing our thing. We're also not at liberty to talk about a lot of things that we used to. This TV show thing has gotten so out of hand, and it's gotten so big, and so many people are involved in it now. We can't do like the shit that we used to do. So we used to be able to get on a podcast and talk shit and laugh and be goofballs and be ourselves, and we used to be able to post on the internet every day and post stupid shit and yell and scream at people and act like retards, and
And I liked it.
we used to be able to do that.
And I liked it. And I want to do it again.
Well, yeah, that's who we are.
So
we still
everybody-
do it.
Everybody who says, you know, podcast. No, we know. We want a podcast.
We're not keeping it from you.
It's not like we're too lazy or we're not podcasting because Chief's in rehab. You know, I mean, it ain't fucking none of that.
We'd
I mean,
still podcast if I was in rehab.
yeah, I'd go
We'll get you
there
on the
every
phone
Sunday, you know, and I'd move it from Tuesdays to Sundays, you know, and go there and
I'd be in there
podcast.
playing checkers with old people.
Yeah, while we podcast.
Yeah. Nah, we still do that. We still do the same thing as the podcast. We just don't get to record it and send it out anymore because right now there's a lot of things going on with
Yeah, but-
television and with characters on the show and other parts of the show, and there's so many different avenues that this thing is going, and it's so huge now that we have to be a lot more careful. We've lost out on some opportunities because
Sorry, I had a phone call. Go ahead.
it's all good. It's probably Discovery calling to shut it down.
Yeah.
Shut it down!
Yeah.
Shut it down.
Shut it down.
Shawn looks like he wants to say something.
We've lost out on some opportunities because we are too real sometimes. We speak our mind. We can't seem to understand the difference between business and the TV show, or
Passion.
between passion and business, and creativity and street racing and business, and so it all gets screwed up at some point, and they sit us down and they say, look, you guys are doing great and you had a great season, and let's not fuck that up right now. So, a lot of the things that we like to talk about don't really go with everyone else's business plan. So as of right now, we are doing what we preach, and that is you worry about yourself. So instead of sitting around worry about what everybody else is doing, pocket watching, talking about what this dude made, what this dude getting paid, what race these guys are going to, the rules about this race, or the rules about this guy, or this guy got screwed, or that guy got screwed, that doesn't concern us. So we don't concern ourselves with it. You're not going to see us posting on it. You're not going to see us talking about it. You're not going to see us, out there bashing everybody and all that other stuff. Because right now, we're using this little time that we have to get ready for next season. And in order for us to be the best,
God
Sorry.
damn it, quit calling.
Quit calling Omaha, Nebraska.
in order for us to be the best that we can be, we have to worry about ourselves. You worry about yourself, we worry about ourselves. So we're figuring out, the old saying of, if you with me, be with me. If you ain't, be ain't. We're figuring out who ain't. We're figuring out who is. And
Come to find out, it's a small circle.
that's what they say, though. And your circle will get smaller, but it'll be more meaningful. That's where we're at right now. So we're gearing up for the next season of racing. We're going to be poised and ready. We got the fire. We got all kinds of crazy ideas. We got all kinds of new people we're going to race. We have new towns, new cities people that we've met. And while we're in our off time, we're doing real street racing, and we're out there doing it. And we're out there going to real street races and putting ourselves back on the street and back to our roots. And while we're doing that, we're meeting more people. We're finding out that some places have a street scene that didn't, you know what I mean? And so, you think you know everything about street racing until you get back in it, and then you go, holy crap, I didn't even know you guys raced here. So,
And a lot of it is because of what we've done, and some of these places have started stuff.
Right.
You know.
And so now we're back to what we know, and we're happy. And there's going to be a wild and crazy next season, and we're going to be racing guys that that do this every weekend just like we do, and we're ready. The cars are on kill. We're testing all the time. We just tested Shawn's car last weekend. Like, we're back on the street. We're doing our thing, and we're going to be ready for the next season. And, you guys can sit around and talk all you want, make up all the rumors you want to, and just because I don't go to a no prep, or just because I'm not on the internet talking shit, or just because we don't have a podcast that's been put out, you can say that I'm on drugs, you can say that I went to rehab, whatever. You can say whatever you want, but you worry about yourself.
I mean, whatever happened to out of sight, out of mind? We've been out of sight. We damn sure ain't out of mind yet.
No, we're trying. We're trying to be out of sight, out of mind. We're trying to be good boys. We're trying
and
to
it's not like we want people to forget about us, but man, the shit fucking people comes up with when you're not around for a month or two. And people, this is the longest that we've had off in 5 years? So we have been out doing other shit,
Yeah, we haven't had time off like this in a
No.
while, so it's allowed us to do other things. It's allowed us to put projects together that we haven't before. It's allowed us to do upgrades. It's allowed us to try and get better. We're doing things in the shop that we haven't before. Our team is stronger than ever. We're poised and ready, and 2018 is going to be something to remember for sure. And we're not done. We're not even close to done. We're just getting started. We're not buying 481Xs, and we're not out. Everybody thinks, oh, they can make all this money. They're getting all this money. People are giving them all this stuff. We're still with the same people we've been with. You know what I mean? We don't have big sponsors either. Everybody says, oh, we ain't got no sponsors. Those guys got all these sponsors. Man, come off of it, dude. Anybody that sent us stuff or given us stuff or sponsored us, it never really works out. You know what I mean? Because they always expect more than what we can give them, or we always expect more than what they can deliver. So we still got Roster transmissions. We still got Butler motor, and we still got a small block in his car. We still got Chris Bell shocks and Mark Williams rear ends, and you can bet every part and piece that we use is still the same guy's name that built it for us back then. So no big upgrades for us, no huge nothing. We're going to kick their asses like we always do with the same shit we had before. But I promise you, we are closer as a group now than we've ever have been, and we're ready. We're ready to team up and show them that there's two cars.
Now there's two cars. And I know that we did the best with what we could with the old Murder Nova. But now we done leveled the playing field up. So
my shoulders getting
I
tired,
I can tell you right now, and we won a lot of races we probably shouldn't have with the Murder Nova. But we never went in like a bully thinking we was gonna kick everybody's fucking ass.
We don't have the parts to do that. We don't have the $200,000 car to do that with. We got the shit that we put together here.
Yeah.
But now, at least we have two of them.
Yep.
We have two cars that we can be confident about. We got two cars that are fast. We got two cars that will kick ass. And we're going to go into this next season with two competent race cars and two competent drivers and teams and tuners that, we stand a chance that everywhere we go, every time we drop that trailer door, you better turn your shit up. I don't care street, track, I don't care where we're at. Everywhere we go, you do not want to draw either one of these cars.
2018, everywhere we go, if we don't meet up in the finals, it's because we raced earlier in the ladder.
Yeah. And
that's what's going to happen.
We've stacked up the spare parts. We've made both cars take the same parts. So it's going to be really tough to fuck with this team in 2018 because there's other teams out there that got a lot of spare parts. There's other teams out there that got friends and buddies and people they fly in and everything else.
Yeah, but man, nobody's got the agenda that we have, which is win.
There's two cars here that both drivers are fired up, ready to rock. Both cars are competent, fast race cars, and you can take data from either car. You can take parts from either car. I can promise you, anybody that sees us show up when we drop that door, it ain't pretty. Ain't none of them hoping they line up with us. Ain't none of them hoping they draw us, I promise you. In 2018, we are going to dominate everywhere we go. Every race we go to, we will dominate with one of these cars.
One of these cars will win everything we go to this year.
that's a tough statement, but
I feel comfortable as hell saying that.
we've been confident. So we've been confident before, but now, man, my shoulders were getting tired. You know what I mean?
And it feels good to not put everything on you, because every time we go somewhere, we'd be like, yeah, but Chief might win this deal.
Every time we go somewhere, I'd be like, okay, I need to see your data so I can put it in my car. We were just teaming up on my car to win.
And you used to always tell me, look, man, I'm going to need you to at least try to take out a couple fast
you
guys.
got to do something, man.
You know, try to do something. You know, put them in the wall. Do something.
Take out
you know?
scare somebody. Take out something.
Yeah.
But now it's not like that anymore. Now we have, you know, it's going to be scary when we do meet up and have to race each other because now it's actually going to mean something. You know, what I mean? Before it meant something because it was just we're too crazy, confident, fucking, you know, competitive retards. So before when we race, we just want to kick each other's ass. But now when we actually line up and we have to race, it's going to be tough, man, because there's no excuses. There's no, well, this is my old car. I'm building a new car.
Nope.
Or that's it. You know, he just got that car. I just got this car. Like, none of that. Now we got 2 seasons of racing under our belts in these new cars. And when we race each other now, it's going to be a fucking fight. I promise you. I'm going to fuck him up every time he gets next to me. I promise. Every time we line up, I'm going to
tree the
fuck
fuck
him.
out of you.
Shit.
That's a bold statement.
Yeah, hey.
Fuck around. I've been treed before, but not by a motherfucker like you.
Shit. I'm sure we can look back and probably see sometimes that I've treated you.
Oh, it was my back was broken.
We did race that one time. Remember how many times we slow-moed it to see who left on who?
We do it every
And
time.
we're so competitive. We're so competitive that we wanted to know who treed who, and we rewound it, and we still don't know. You won the race because I wheelied. That's with the old car, though. You know, piece of shit.
He trying to figure out who won the battle. I won the war. That's all that mattered. It was a driver's race.
It was. Yeah.
We're staging our own list right here. You know what I mean? That's what's fucked up is everybody else is worried about who's in front of them, who's behind them. Everybody else is worried about what the list is going to do or what the no prep's doing or who's pro mod in the no prep or whose rules or, you know, the tree or whatever. Everybody's worried about that.
They use.
Yeah, where the green bulb is, where the yellow bulb is. Fuck, we don't know all that. We don't care about all that. We're staging our own war, and it's we got our own list right now, and I'm number 1.
And he's number 1 if he's telling it.
And we ain't raced yet.
No. Well, we did, and you outranked me.
Really?
Didn't we line up at the track one time with the new car, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure I was out on you
Yeah,
at
at
60
Armageddon.
foot. Yeah, I only had like a car on you at the 60 foot, I think. And then I
You know,
went
had
into
the
the wall.
wheelie bar troubles
And then I went into the wall, remember?
I
Almost hit the wall.
I won so many races, I don't even remember.
And I look back, you know, at the 60 foot, and I kind of seen you a little
Yeah.
bit. Not out the window, out the back window.
Yeah.
It was like, hey,
That must-
it was like,
Was
it
you?
was like here,
Yeah.
and then I went into the wall, and you came around me.
Oh yeah. But the finish line though,
No, I remember you did win to the finish line.
I don't remember how many cars they called it.
It was a lot because I was off the throttle. Remember, I almost hit the wall.
Yeah.
That wasn't when he lifted, though.
No.
He didn't lift.
Oh, you know I didn't lift. I bet I pedaled that bitch 15 times.
I couldn't tell you was back there. I don't know what you.
Yeah,
did
I was back there playing around.
I was just trying to get into the next round. Oh well.
I don't think.
I wouldn't be mad.
Oh,
though.
we
I
did
mean, you're in
draw
a
each
club-
other, didn't we?
You're in a club of that's not very exclusive. Everybody belongs in that club that's been beat by that car.
I know.
Everybody's been beat by that car.
I've been beat by it a few
Everybody.
times.
So, yeah, just to set the record straight.
There's a record to be set straight.
Well, I mean, I heard the record says
We're
we're
going to
going
be
to
winners. Oh, that record. I
I've
thought you
done-
meant that we're going to dominate
I've
everybody.
done a lot of shit in my day that you can accuse me of, and I'll wear proudly.
But you
I
damn sure ain't
promise.
no quitter.
But
You're trying to go to rehab and shit.
I don't. I've yet to go to rehab. I don't have any reason to go to rehab right now. So, in the future, you know, if I get down the wrong road and got to go to rehab, I'll let everybody know. Hey, man, I'm taking a break. I'm going to rehab.
I'll live feed it and fucking go visit you.
I'll be just like Smokey at the end of Friday.
Yep.
Man, I'm going to rehab. You know.
Tomorrow.
And then I'll be like, like, you know, I was just playing.
But not right now.
So
I'll go to rehab when I need it.
no, we've been here and we've been doing our thing. We've been shooting guns, playing with our kids, driving old shit, fixing up cars. Same shit we always do.
Yeah.
And dealing with the snow. I hate cold weather, man.
Cold weather.
But if it's gonna be cold, it needs to be like 5 foot of snow.
That ain't happening here, so. But now I got a trailer with a heater. I might have to
We always have heaters in the trailer, sir.
walk around so cold I keep the heat on. So anyway, yeah, whenever we get, we're working on the podcast, you know, obviously we made some bad choices on the content with the podcast. We pissed off some people, you know.
I like how Shawn walked back in the frame and go.
So right now we're not at liberty to put on another podcast right now. You know, remember what we said at the first auto podcast? There's
don't
people
want us on.
right now trying to shut this deal down. Hey, you win some, you lose some.
I know you my whole life, man. You ain't never lied.
How many podcasts we do?
49.
We did
We did
49
49?
before they shut us down.
49 of them.
49 podcasts before they shut us down.
So there's like 48 online now.
I feel like
Yeah.
the podcast helps the show. I feel like the podcast helps the ratings. I feel like a podcast,
Absolutely.
it keeps the people interested in what we're doing. It keeps the people up to date with what's going on. It gives them a behind the scenes look, you know.
And trust me, we're fighting to do it, man.
Yeah.
And as soon as we can, it's gonna be Tuesday.
You know, we're gonna wait. Yeah, we're waiting on Tuesday. That's really all we're waiting on.
We're waiting on Tuesday too. So however long you guys feel like it's been since Tuesday is longer for us, man, because there is some shit, even though I don't really care about it, there is some shit and some stupid motherfuckers that I need to talk about. You know? So, and we still talk about them, we just don't film it. So we got some shit that we could bring up.
the next podcast will be lit, like Phantom's truck. I promise.
Oh,
It'll be
man.
lit. It'll be fire.
God damn.
That shit will be on fire.
Phantom's truck was
Like
fire.
to the ground.
What? Burn it to the
Burn it to the
down.
fucking ground.
Burn it down, this mother. We're gonna turn that podcast on. It'll be straight fire.
So you know how Phantom gets on the internet and he tells everybody bullshit, like all the time. It's tough to believe anything that Phantom says on the internet. He gets on and I guess gets tired of people asking about the podcast. So he tells them that we had to sell all the podcast equipment to get our lawyers paid.
Well, they probably think we sold it to buy drugs.
Well,
I was going to go with that.
you could buy more
And-
drugs with
believe
it than
it.
you could
Yeah.
get lawyers with what we could sell our fucking shitty equipment
Yeah.
with. So if
Wait,
anybody
they-
actually
wait.
believes
They've heard the podcast. They've heard the podcast. The shitty sound quality. They've been
Hey.
around and
Hey,
they've
man.
listened to the when.
sound like you're at fucking
Yeah.
Whataburger drive-through and shit.
When Dominator gets on there and it sounds like he's yelling through a megaphone right in your
Yeah.
ear, and you're gonna think that we sold the podcast equipment to
I mean, how
buy
much could
lawyers?
you possibly get out of that
You
shit?
couldn't
And how
even-
good would the lawyer
You
be?
can't even get any lawyer. There's no retainer in the world that'd take you for that. Especially us.
Hey, but there was people out there that believed it.
Yep.
Look, we pay our lawyers a lot. And it don't come from the podcast. We don't get any money off that deal. But we will do one when we're allowed to do one. And we don't know what the content will be over.
I like how Aaron keeps checking in on here to see if we're still going. Saying anything stupid.
She probably thinks we're fucking up.
Well, yeah, we're fucking up. That's what we do. I'll smoke it about the trailer. Hey, if you see on Racing Junk, the trailer says non-smoker, is his. Mine is a slight smoker.
Slight smoker.
Slight to moderate.
Yeah, moderate.
This guy just said I'm going to have to buy Shawn's instead.
Yeah, hey, you know, it's a good idea.
Well, what else, man?
Um,
I mean, Cadillac's still sitting there.
what?
With all the,
Cadillac's still
with all the
sitting there.
brass casings around it.
Yeah.
That's the way it should
We
be.
should put a couple bullet holes in it.
Oh, I
man.
crashed.
Make it look fucking
I
better.
crashed Caddy Jack.
You did. You did.
I crashed that motherfucker.
If anybody wants to
Idiot.
see the video of him crashing the Caddy Jack, just look up Tommy Boy.
We're all out.
Because that's what it
Look
was
at these-
like. 'Cause that's exactly what it was like. Hits a fucking pole and folds his door back in half. Exactly.
I was being lazy, pulling cars in at night. I went out to the movies with my kids. They like to take the Cadillac, so that's a Nathan's K5 air chime.
K5? Did you say K5?
200 PSI.
Did you say K5?
K5 LA, Nathan's air chime, got one.
I like K5.
Yeah, I was pulling cars in the shop at night. I was being lazy. I was trying not to lift the fucking crow up and bring the Cadillac in, and they was real close. And I kept getting out and checking, and I kept pulling it up, getting out and checking. That Cadillac's got like 6 gears, you know, so at some point I thought it was parked, but it wasn't.
If only we had film of that.
I know.
I jump out, staring at my phone. I jump out, leave the door open. I go to look, see how close it is to the car, and it takes off. Just gone.
With the door open.
Doors wide open. And you know, a CTSV, they doors is like a 78 Camaro.
Yeah.
They're real long doors. So
But not as heavy.
then I did what any normal, you know, person would do. I screamed, "No, please."
No!
Oh
my God, if we had that video.
I said, "No, please stop, stop, stop." And he just kept going. It was hauling out, blah, 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 just taking off. And I saw the big yellow pole next to the shop, and I was like, "Oh no." Big yellow pole. And I was like, "Oh no. It's gonna go right down the pole." And then I thought, fuck that pole, it's fitting to go. And it's going so fast, it ain't gonna stop. It's gonna hit 59 before it stops. So I ran, I jumped over the door, the Deion Sanders for real, jumped over the door, landed in the seat upside down like Mork and Mindy, foot on the brake, stopped the car, wasn't in time. It had folded the door all the way around to the headlight. So then, I'm pushing on the door, trying to get it to shut, pushing on the door, I finally get it to shut, I'm mad as hell, and I'm thinking, I ain't gonna tell nobody. I'm just gonna take it home, and I'm gonna let her come outside and grab the door handle, and it's gonna fall off.
What
and
did you
go,
do?
Richard, what'd you do?
Damn.
So
But-
Shaw's dad had to fix it.
Dad got her fixed up.
So, you know, we all do dumb shit sometimes. But there was like a week there where it was getting us in threes, because, you know, you crashed a three-wheeler or something, had to go to the hospital,
I did crash it up my through either.
got stitches in your leg,
Yeah,
then you fell down a mountain.
I did. Broke my tailbone.
You're going to end up like Christopher Reeves.
Yeah. I'm good though.
Or Sonny Bono.
You're gonna end up in that thing he keeps talking about, you know. He keeps
Yeah,
talking
I know.
about-
That's
he
me.
was-
I'm going to ride that wheelchair all the way to hell. All the way.
Yep. Then Phantom's truck burnt down.
Yes.
We just had a lot of bad things happening, you know.
I mean,
It's
bad
like
things
we had
happen to good
such a
fucking
great
people.
year.
I don't get it.
It's like we had such a great year. We made it to the
And then
last,
right at Christmas
what was
time.
the last week of the year, and
Yep.
it was like they was going through their checklist up in
Like we
there.
hadn't fucked these guys
And
in
they
a
were
while.
like, whoa! They're like, okay, we got to get them all right now.
Yep.
Give them everything right now. So that's the way I'd rather have it, though. I'd rather have a good year and then one real shitty week
Yep.
than just be having a shit year like Shane. You know?
I
So-
mean, there's really not that many Vegas left. He's been looking.
Woo!
Poor Shane.
Yeah, Shane gonna have to start working on something else.
Yeah.
He's gonna start moving over to Monza soon.
Yeah.
And this is what, and we probably won't be able to do Facebook Live anymore.
Yeah, they're
This
gonna
is-
cancel the Facebook Live on our
this
pages.
is- This is what we do. We can't help it. Just when you think that we're talking about good things and we're moving on, and
You say Monza.
then here we go. We fucking bring up people on the show, and they're
And Monzas and stuff.
yep.
We ain't gonna talk bad about nobody.
Hey, but we did see some good street racing lately though. Big Rob, just want to shout out to Big Rob. He just handing
He
out
just
L's.
handing
He
out
is.
L's left
He is.
and right.
Believe it or not, I saw Jerry Gravitz on the street.
I know.
I saw Jerry.
He got an L
Gravitz.
handed out to him too.
He got beat by Big Rob, but I ain't seen Jerry Gravitz on the street in a long time. He's OG as it gets. That dude was
Yep.
street racing before we was around,
Got him an LS now too.
and he got a turbo. I never thought a guy like Jerry Gravitz would go turbo.
I mean, it's carbureted.
It is a blow through turbo, but it is turbo.
I watched a street race last night.
Oh yeah, who
Man,
was
I was out tuning and ran into a Trailblazer fixing to race a Mustang. And the Trailblazer won.
Trailblazer fucked that Mustang up.
it? Hell yeah.
That's the same Trailblazer I was about to fuck up that night out here that we got busted.
Van on van
Van,
crime.
minivan on mini. My minivan finna be lit.
Yeah, Panda van.
Yep.
So there you go. Oh, look at here, flying A right here. That flying A.
Flying A.
Go.
Oh, looks good.
I told Alan at Flying A I was going to sell a few of these trailers.
Mhm.
I might just keep this one. Sell Shawn's.
So just keep selling Shawn.
Until I get a white one. Until I get a white
I
one.
promise you though, whoever buys it, I'm dry docking in it before I give it to you. Just let you know. All right, like they say on MTV Cribs, get the fuck out of my house.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm shutting the doors on you.
I'm not gonna pull a black trailer with that white dude. Look how badass that really is.
See ya.
Thanks, guys.
Shot of my custom one. It looks just like this one.
Custom. Boom. Boom.
It's like there's two of them.
We should go look inside.
It's like
We should go look inside.
Boom, boom. It's like there's two of them.
Same. There you go.
How much better the white on the white is though?
Dude, he's sitting high back there.
Yeah, well, I got it all aired up and shit.
All right, guys. That's it. We might do another one of these again someday. So, thanks for watching.